a living, Newman?
I'm a United States postal worker.
Aren't those the guys that always go crazy and come back with a gun and shoot everybody?
Sometimes.
Why is that?
Because the mail never stops. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. There's never a let-up. It's relentless. Every day it piles up more and more and more, and you gotta get it out. And the more you get out, the more it keeps coming in. And then the barcode reader breaks, and it's Publishers Clearinghouse.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Rise and grind on this Wednesday hump day. Yes, Wednesday hump day. Game time, Brian. Otherwise known as the Dark Mailman. Dark as in it's dark out. Rise and grind, everybody. Yes, game time is tired this morning. Again, didn't sleep great. But we start the day anyway. We start the day. Big show tonight. Big show tonight. Me and Prime Time will start the show about 8:45. We'll bring in all the guests at around 9 as they come in. And we'll chop it up for a couple hours talking about NFC East football. Starting with, as always on my channel, Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles, the Washington Commandos, and the New York Football Giants. Yes, not necessarily in that order. We'll see. We're going to go with the flow tonight, which I think is better. Read an article. This goes into the whole, I'm not really sure what they're trying to do, but the Washington Commanders are the oldest team in the NFL with an average age of 28.1. Yes, the Washington Commanders are the oldest team in the NFL. I told Momo, Commander Chris, I told these guys that it's all about the draft. In order to get over the hump, it's a pro personnel and a draft. It's a pro personnel and a draft. The Commanders have pro personnel themselves, right? Now, because of their ineptness, they got a top pick. Then you get the draft, right? But you need to, in my opinion, for the Commanders to get over the hump and win a Super Bowl, they're going to need to hit on more upcoming drafts. They can't have too many more drafts where they have 5 picks, unless they're high picks. So again, that was interesting. I didn't know they were that old. And we say 28. Yeah, that's old for an average age. The youngest team, you ask, is the Green Bay Packers. They are the youngest. Dallas is not far behind being the youngest. Obviously, when you have a 29, soon to be 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, that will bring it up a little bit. We have a C.J. Goodwin that they just can't seem to want to move on from because he's really good at special teams. Okay, well, if we lose Trayshawn Holden because you had to keep C.J. Goodwin, I got an issue. And we're hearing dribs and drabs. We're hearing dribs and drabs that, Jerry Jones, I was wrong. Jerry Jones has an imprint on this team when it comes to Mozzie Smith. Turn it off right now. I'll leave it on. Mozzie Smith, Jalen Tolbert. Again, like we're hearing that Schottenheimer has to pick his fights. You can't just argue everything, which I understand. So take that with what you will. Jerry likes gambling on players in the final year of a deal. He likes the dangling carrot out in front or the stake. He likes to see the player chasing the money. You know what I'm saying? That's what he likes to see. And I don't know what's going on back there. Me? No, it's a street light. He likes that. And I understand you may get a lot out of the player. I do. The only real upset, now, just a couple things. I was surprised. Maffa did make the initial 53. He will be stashed on the IR. Okay, on the IR. Barring any major injury at the running back, which is hard to believe knowing you got Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, Jadon Blue. It's going to be hard to believe that one of those isn't going to be lost at some point. I hope it's not Jadon. I hope it's not Javonte. Miles just can't seem to stay healthy, you know. And we got Hunter Lepke, of course. But the plan is for Phil Maffa to be IR'd for the whole year. Their plan right now isn't to necessarily bring him off. This is a stash. This is a stash situation. He does have a shoulder. It's the opposite shoulder that it's tweaked. It's nothing serious. If he had to play, he could. But he's got an injury, so this is what they're going to do. Also, per Brian Broaddus, Chat Sports, Botch Lombardi, these guys, Brian seems to think that if Jalen Tolbert does not come out to a good start, if Jalen Tolbert does not come out hot, that when Mingo is ready to come off, Jalen Tolbert might find his way out, injured, something, and they will swap out. Mingo's a better blocker in the passing game. Again, they love Ryan Flournoy. I pretty much nailed it. Again, trying to predict these roster moves that really are just to make a spot, right? C.J. Goodwin, we had cutting. Here's the other thing. Maffa is going to IR. Kalen Carson also will be going to IR to return. And taking Kalen Carson's spot is C.J. Goodwin. Special teamer, 36 years old. Whatever. Again, I'm over it. I'm over it at this point. I think we got enough good special teamers. I don't think you need to keep a 36-year-old special teamer who that's all he does. He does not offer you anything unless he's unbelievable. And to me, he wasn't that last year. He was solid. He's the leader of the special teams. That's nice. But is he that good to take up a very precious roster spot? I say no, especially when you're cutting Trayshawn Holden, right? You're cutting guys like this. Israel Mukuamu, who actually can play in this league. Hey, listen, if you need a big corner, plays outside, give you some safety help, Israel Mukuamu. He played opposite J.C. Horn in college. Go get him. And go to a team that appreciates you, Israel. I wish you luck, my man. We'll see what the practice squad holds today. We will. But that's kind of what we're hearing. Will Greer will be brought up. Again, more roster moves. Now, if you look around the NFL, there are a few defensive tackles. So I don't know what would happen or who would be the odd man out if they go out. They need to bring somebody in. Will they cut Mozzie today? I don't think Perry Winfrey's going anywhere. That heartfelt story that Brian Schottenheimer did, only to cut him because of another guy on another organization, I don't think that's going to happen. So does Mozzie get cut today? Mozzie's one of the guys where Greg Ellis, ex-Cowboy, coached him in recent years, per Broaddus. Greg Ellis said Mozzie Smith does not fit this scheme. He's a two-gap player. Do not ask Mozzie to penetrate. Pause. To gap. If he has to worry about rushing the passer, that's not what he does. Greg Ellis says he thinks Mazi's a decent. He said Mazi is unbelievably strong. Is an unbelievably strong human being. He wants to. He's better. Not that he wants. He's better served in a two-gap scheme, which is what everybody's been saying. So, if we bring in an Okoye, or the Bears have a guy, I can't think of his name right now. Put in the comments if you know. The Bears released a defensive tackle who played under Eberflus. I think that may be a guy they may go get. I have not had any liquid gold. I haven't had one sip of my double liquid gold this morning in my Game Time Brian powered by the liquid gold tumbler. Go get you one before they're gone. I haven't had any liquid gold, so I can't think of the guy's name right now. I don't have a good recall. You give me one of those two. My thing is, who's the odd man out then? Who is the odd man out? Are they going to cut Booth? I think there could be a corner brought in. Supposedly, maybe not now. There is a guy who was let go, who's a big boy, who played with the Colts. 6'3", 198, fits the mold. Again, I don't want a project guy. I do not. So I'd rather go defensive tackle. But Andrew Booth, supposedly his roster spot is not a lock. So my thing is, it all comes down to Trayvon Diggs. Is Trayvon Diggs going to be on this opening roster? He's going to be on the active roster, but is he going to be active? Because if he is, then you don't need Andrew Booth right now. Use Andrew Booth's spot and go get yourself that D tackle. Or cut Mazi Smith, which I don't believe they have the stones to do. I just don't. I would love to see it. I don't believe that they're going to do it. So, again, I pretty much nailed the 53-man roster minus maybe 3 roster transactions that, they do roster gymnastics like most teams do, but they do it more than most. And they allow their draft and where they're drafted and money come into play when it comes to making the final 53 rather than who deserves it. I'm happy for Perry and Winfrey because he did deserve it. I'm not happy for guys like Trayshawn Holden. I'm not happy about that because I think he can make it to the practice squad. I do. But it's not a lock. It is not a lock. My guess is Holden is gone. You're going to end up guys like Jalen Moreno-Cropper. Jalen Brooks is going to be gone. I'm telling you, I don't think Jalen Brooks is going to survive. I think he's going to end up in... I think Jalen Brooks is going to end up in... what the hell? I can't get in the lot. I think Jalen Brooks is going to end up... with the New Orleans Saints. That's just my humble opinion. I'm waiting for Amazon and the damn truck. This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So, I don't know. I might have to park on the street. I'll have to park on the street right now until these momos get their act together. Sorry, Logan, I can't do my clear this morning. Who the hell's over there? Who is it? Oh, I don't know. Now where the hell was I? Alright. It is what it is. But that's it. So, that's the morning drive. Kind of uneventful other than trying to get into the post office lot. It's kind of ridiculous. They're dumping way too much stuff on us these days. But, yeah, so, some good, some bad. I would like to turn the roster over a little bit more than what they did. move on from some players, go young. That's just me. But that's it. That's what we got. There won't be a lunchtime chat today, I don't believe. I may do another video for lunch. So look out for another video. But tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, it goes down. The NFC East Clash, episode 12. I can't believe we're on show number 12 already. Time flies. Make sure you have your bell notifications on, like and share. All right? All right. Talk to everybody. Late.